So this is just a nugget that I tried to record yesterday. As a matter of fact, I recorded yesterday and it deleted. So I'm doing this again. All right. Because what I had to say was very important. I have been in the book, reading the book of John. And in chapter 12, I'm reading from the Amplified version. 12 verse 25 says, "The one who loves his life eventually loses it through death, but the one who hates his life in this world and is concerned with pleasing God will keep it for life eternal." Right? So, Jesus is talking about laying down his life. And in turn, we also have to lay down our lives. So I wanted to give an example of that and how God was dealing with me concerning helping someone else. Now, in the situation, I felt like I had done nothing wrong. And the Spirit of God kept trying to get me to first the Spirit of God told me to be a living sacrifice. And in my mind, I'm like, be a living sacrifice? How? Like, what does that even mean? Like, and so God started showing me concerning forgiveness and how now not that I needed to forgive this person, but that this person had aught in their heart against me. I had offended them. And I don't know if anybody ever read the book The Bait of Satan. I think it's by John Bevere. And this book talks about how Satan will bait us in through offense, right? And the Bible talks about not being easily offended. But some of us are so easily offended, especially people who have very controlling, like Jezebel type personalities. And they like to control, and they like to manipulate things just to have it their way. And so this particular situation, it was a situation concerning me and concerning my life and something that had happened that I chose to do. But this particular person was upset that I didn't choose what they wanted. And even though it was my life, and somebody else was attached to this too, but even though it was our lives, this particular person wanted to control that. So because they did not get a chance to control it like they wanted to, they were offended by me. And God had also showed me, that this person is very bitter, unforgiving, and not only holds on to offense, but this person holds grudges. And see, what we fail to realize is when people hold grudges and people are offended by you, even if you didn't do anything wrong, or if you don't know that you did something wrong, what happens is these are the very people that the enemy will use to send word curses your way. And see, the Bible talks about that a curse without a cause cannot come. But the enemy will work day and night to get you in some kind of sin, because again, a curse without a cause cannot come. But if there is a cause, which means if there's any sin, then the curse that they're sending your way verbally or physically, it can land on you. The Bible talks about how death and life are in the power of the tongue. The tongues that we have are so powerful, they could set the world on fire. People used to say, and they probably still say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Words hurt. Words cause all kind of confusion. Words cause curses. Words, it's a lot going on with words. Study words, okay? But anyway, so God was telling me to be a living sacrifice, which means go to this person and apologize. And in my natural mind, that made no sense. But God knew what he was doing, because the offense that she was harboring and the root of bitterness that was forming in her heart against me made her an enemy to me and made it easy for the devil to use her against me. And so the Lord told me, go and apologize. So I go and I apologize. And once I apologized, now I wasn't like she apologized, but once I apologized, it was like everything was fine with her. But the thing about it is, it's like, I was like, wow, why in the world would you hold on to this like this when this really has nothing to do with you? This is really my life, and I can make this decision. And this other person, like, we can make decisions without running our decisions past you or by you. So why is it now? It's okay if somebody, they feel some type of way, like, man, like they could have asked my opinion. But when it gets to the point where you are offended and it's setting up bitterness and unforgiveness in your heart, bitterness and a lot of people that have cancer, the reason why cancer is in them, not all, but a lot of people that have cancer, that cancer is there because it is bitterness, it's unforgiveness, it's resentment, it's things that have happened in their lives that they will not let go of, and it may be kept real quiet, but as quiet as it's kept, that thing may be kept quiet, not coming out your mouth, but it's eating your body up. It's causing you to react in so many different ways. So you bent over, you got a limp, you got this going on, you got that going on. All of this stuff is going on in your body. And it's going on because of unforgiveness. So sometimes we as believers, because let me tell you something, it is hard to live with people who are grudge holders. It's hard to live with people who have unforgiveness in their heart. The enemy just has their way with them. They are very vindictive people, low down people, greedy people, manipulative and controlling people. They are, some of the most evil people are people who have had something to happen to them and they have not let it go. And you may not never know you did it. You may not never know that the enemy is using their very mouths to curse you over and over and over again. So what I am telling you today is God may want you to be a living sacrifice, which means lay down your pride, lay down whatever it is you got going on. You may not have done anything wrong, but go apologize. And if you are the person that needs to forgive, then forgive. Let things go. It's not worth it. They are not worth it. They are not worth it. I've been in a situation where I've been around somebody and God will tell me, like, they don't like you need to separate yourself. I'm like, well, what did I do? Or the very person that talk about they love you, they don't love you. He actually hates you. He detests you. And the only reason he keeps coming back saying that he loves you is because the enemy is able to use him to get a foothold into your life, to tear your life down and cause all kind of unrest and destruction. And it's all because this person has offense, bitterness, unforgiveness, and all kind of other things that probably don't even have nothing to do with you. But you do one thing and they add you to the list. So forgive. And if you're not in a place, if you have forgiven, then if you are the person that has not forgiven, you need to repent. If you are the person that's holding offense or grudges, let it go. Repent for holding offense. Repent for holding grudges. Forgive. If you are the person that God is telling you, go and apologize, go and apologize. The Bible talks about agreeing with your adversary quickly. Go agree. Just go agree, repent, agree, and let it go. Repent, agree. I did it. Okay, if you're offended, then I offended you. And I repent. I am sorry. I apologize for offending you. And say how, if God showed you what it is that they're offended by, talk about it. Mention it. Don't just be general. Be direct. Be straightforward. Show them the love of God. Be a living lay your life down, lay what you believe down to be true. Yeah, hey, it's them. It's what they're harboring in their heart, but help them. Help them. Help them. Remember, they had hatred toward Jesus. They murmured, they complained about him. They were vindictive. They were sneaky. They were manipulative. They tried to control everything that he did, and he still laid down his life. Now, whether they chose or whether we choose to take advantage of what he did is a whole nother thing. But he still laid down his life. He did what the Father told him to do. So he did his part. So there may be a part that you need to do. Go do your part. All right. Talk to you later.